Hello, YouTube. Cal Dallas Gamer here with another World of Tank video. Now, in real life, I did something dumb. I accidentally ate expired eggs and I feel so dumb. So, from now on, I gotta double check all the food that I consume in my house, especially the expiration date. That being said, I also did something a little dumb and weirdly a guilty pleasure, and that is spending money on loot boxes. Yes, the shards that you see right here in front of you. And in my opinion, it was, like I said, guilty pleasure, so it was worth it. But at the same time, in my head and in my bank account, not really worth it. So I'm gonna be, you could say, a little broke, but I'll be fine. Like, good thing I pay all my bills before doing something like this. But still, guys, yeah, I think this is gonna be my last time I buy loot boxes for the rest of the year. Yeah, I'm gonna make a personal vow to never buy any loot boxes on water tanks ever again, and don't buy any tanks at all ever again. The only thing I'm gonna purchase is the subscription, which is Water Tank Plus. But yeah, anything else? No. That being said, yeah, the reason why I say it's guilty pleasure is because I managed to get all the tanks. If you guys curious how much money I spent on the loot boxes of this event, I'm gonna say around $600. Yeah, around $600. That sounds pretty accurate. Yeah, it was $600. So looking back at it, I sort of regret it. I feel guilty, but like I said, guilty pleasure because with that $600 spent on these loot boxes, I managed to get every single tank of this event. But admittedly, there were some tanks in this event that I already had, and because of that, it increases my chance to get the other tanks that I really wanted. Therefore, in other words, spend less money. That's why I said around $600. If you see Quickie Baby video, he says that you might have to spend almost 1K or more than 1K just to get every tank in this game and the tank that you want, which is the tier 10 tanks. And I'm gonna say he is absolutely correct about that. Absolutely correct. So yeah, I feel very down for spending that much money. But luckily, in my case is, you could say, a little special case. I already had some of the tanks that were on this event because they were using reused, special tanks that they were being sold before and from past events. So luckily for me, I already got some of the tanks. But yeah, that being said, back to the whole point of this video, featuring the Tier 10 German super heavy tank. Technically, it's a heavy tank by classification, but people like to call it a super heavy tank. And this German Tier 10 tank is special. Why? Because one, it's the first rocket boosted German heavy tank, and it's a German heavy tank that has all five crew members, which is important for the perks. Because when you have all five crew members of each role, that means that each of the crew member could get maximum 6 perks. When you have a crew that's less than 5 and one of the crew has to compensate for another role, such as, for example, you get a commander that does radio operator. The radio operator perk will only be 3, which is literally half of it. But the full crew, they'll get all 6 perks, and that is super important and super useful. Like, that's a huge upgrade. On top of that, German tanks are known for being very tanky, hence the mouse, hence the E50. And yes, this tank is very tanky. It has one of the best cupolas. Like, not even the tier 10 tank destroyer could pen that, minus the Jack Panther E100, which I recently got it thanks to this event. But that will be a different video for a different time. And I really love this tank because since it's a German tank, the gun, oh my goodness, the gun. does 700 damage, and the reload speed is less than 15. I repeat, less than 15. So, oh, and not to mention, the gun is not that derpy. In matter of fact, it's actually accurate, which German tanks are well known for. So, as you can imagine, yes, this is a very, very good tank to the point where it is arguably overpowered. And the rocket boost, it lasts up to 20 seconds, if I'm correct. So, yeah, this tank is an overpowered tier 10 tank. Keep that in mind. And the reason why I'm emphasizing the tier 10 is because you could take this take this tank, yes, in clan wars, in skirmish. Well, not skirmish. Skirmish is tier 8, but in advances, clan wars, tier 10, yes, you could use this tank. The only thing you cannot use this tank at the moment is, what's it called? Onslaught. So, yeah. Right now, this tank is not available for Onslaught, but it's absolutely available for Clan Wars. And I think in upcoming maneuvers, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, this tank is awesome and, in my opinion, well worth it. So, guys, yeah, don't spend that much money, but even though I just spent a lot of money, yeah, just be careful with your spending habits. Me, you could say, almost broke, but thank goodness I still have money left. So yeah, so yeah, don't be dumb with your money. I'm gonna make that promise for real this time. I'm no longer gonna spend too much money on loot boxes or event. The only thing I'm gonna spend from now on is Wargaming Plus. Yeah. Well, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned because in my next video, I'm gonna talk about the other tanks, especially the Jack Panzer E100, because I recently unlocked that tank, and I realized that that tank has an amazing gun penetration, which it is better than the Soviet. All right, see you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Caldalis Gamer over and out.